Okay, so in last video we already finished the example for single selection, and now we are moving to second type of selection control structure, which is dual selection. Okay, so what is dual selection? Okay, how we represent the dual selection control structure? Okay, we represent it using if else structure. Okay, as you can see in the flow chart here, the condition has two options, so it will check one condition to choose between these two actions. If the condition is true, it will perform action 1, and if the condition is false, it will perform action 2. Okay, this statement lah. Okay, now let's see example 1 for dual selection. Okay, create a program that will accept students' mark. If the students' mark is greater than 40, print message pass, otherwise print the message fail. Okay, as the example in single selection, okay, we only need to print the message pass. Okay, but in this example you have two options, you have two message to print. Okay, either pass or fail. Okay, so what is the condition that we need to check? Okay, the program need to check whether the mark is greater than 40, so it will print pass, and other than that it will print the message fail. Okay, so what is our input here? Okay, our input will be mark, and then output pass or fail. Since we have dual selection, either pass or fail, so our output pass or fail. And then process, okay, determine whether mark is greater than 40 or otherwise. Okay, nak tulis print the message pass or fail tu boleh, tak tulis pun tak apalah. Okay, sebab memang kita nak dekat sini sepatutnya determine message if mark is greater than 40 or otherwise. Okay, you nak tambah dekat sini boleh lah. Okay, determine the message if mark is greater than 40 or otherwise. Okay, then we go for example 2. Okay, create a program that will accept two numbers from user. Okay, display a message, first number is bigger if first number is bigger than second number, otherwise display a second number is bigger. Okay, faham tak ni soalan ni? Okay, so what do you need, or what the user should enter into the program? Two number. Okay, number 1 and number 2. Okay, and then the check. Okay, if number 1 if bigger than second number, it will print first number is bigger. Okay, otherwise, okay, kalau selain daripada number 1 is bigger tadi, okay, kalau awak masukkan number 1 tu smaller than number 2, so it will print second number is bigger. Okay, so what input that we need? Okay, number 1 and number 2. Okay, process, determine whether number 1 is bigger than number 2 or number 2 is bigger than number 1. Okay, so ini dua condition yang dia perlu buat lah. Tadi kita tengok dual, dia perlu buat dual selection kan. So selection yang pertama, if number 1 is bigger than number 2, and then selection yang kedua tu ialah number 2 is bigger than number 1. Okay, so if the first statement is true, it will return first number is bigger. Okay, and then if false, okay, second number is bigger. Okay, so that one will be our output. Okay, first number is bigger or second number is bigger. Okay, our process is to determine either number 1 is bigger than number 2 or number 2 is bigger than number 1. Itu proses kita. Kita kena buat selection. Okay. And then example 3. Okay, calculate area of circle when radius is greater than 0 and display the area. If not, display radius can't be a negative number. Okay, so in this question we need to enter the radius. Okay, but the radius must be greater than 0 and it will calculate the area. Okay, if the radius is less than 0, it will display radius cannot be a negative number. So our input should be radius. Okay, and our output area or invalid radius. Okay, ataupun message yang tadi lah, radius can't be a negative number, boleh juga. Okay, process, okay, to determine whether radius is greater than 0 and calculate area based on radius. Okay, sorry. Determine whether radius is greater than 0 or calculate area based on radius. Okay, maksudnya kat sini kenapa or? Okay, sebab kalau radius tu lebih besar daripada 0 sahaja, dia akan calculate area. Okay, kalau less than 0, dia akan return invalid radius. Okay, semua tu persamaan apa semua kita akan buat dalam pseudocode nantilah. Okay, dalam algorithm. Okay, ini untuk IPO ni kita just state dia punya proses sahaja. Okay, rumus, calculation semua tu masa dekat algorithm. Okay. Okay, so untuk dual selection example dah habis. Okay, so next we go to the last type of selection. Okay, we have multiple selection. Okay, in this structure, okay, we have many choices. Okay, the structure that we need to use is if and else if. Okay, so kita ada condition 1. Okay, if, okay, condition 1. Okay, else if condition 2. Else if conditions 3 dan seterusnya lah. Okay, so for this multiple selection, okay, it will check many conditions to choose between many actions. Condition will be checked one by one, and when the condition is true, perform the action and stop checking the rest. Okay, so kalau kita tengok daripada flowchart ni, okay, so the first condition, okay, condition 1, if this condition is true, it will perform action 1 and then end lah. Okay, and then if this condition is false, it will check condition 2, and if true, it will perform next action. Okay, and if it is false, it will check next condition and so on lah. If it can be more than 3 condition. Okay, as long as it is many choices, many selection that we need to do, so we use multiple selection. Okay. Let's see the example for multiple selection. Okay, create a program to accept a number from user and to determine whether the number is positive, negative or zero. So what we have here is we need to choose 3 conditions. Okay, positive value, negative value or zero. Okay, so the number here should be our input. Okay, input is number. Okay, our output positive, negative or zero. Positive or negative or zero. Okay, we need to print this message. Output message positive or negative or zero, and the process determine whether number is equal to zero or number less than zero or number equal to zero. Kejap. Sorry. Okay, sepatutnya determine whether number is equal to zero or number less than zero or number more than zero. Okay. Okay, Yusalin ni baikilah dia punya sini should be okay, sambung balik. Okay, saya dah edit tadi. Okay, so the process determine whether number is more than zero or number less than zero or number equal to zero. So our output message positive for more than zero, negative negative for number less than zero or zero for number equal to zero. Okay. Okay, and then for next example 2. Okay, the program will be assigned based on the value of a code display the name of the program that will be assigned based on the following table. Okay, so example 2. Okay, the program will display the program that will be assigned based on value of the code. Okay, so for code 1, program is degree in multimedia. For code 2, degree in networking. Code 3, degree in robotics. Okay, so what is our input for this problem? Okay, code lah. Okay, code 1, 2 or 3. So we need to input the code. Okay, so the output either degree in multimedia or degree in networking or degree in robotics. Okay, so this message lah. Okay, message degree in multimedia or degree in networking or degree in robotics. So what is our process? Okay, determine whether message for the name of program based on the code. Okay, so itu saja kita punya proses. Okay, dia punya statement tu if condition 1, as if condition 2, itu semua tu dalam pseudocode nantilah. Kita punya proses cuma nak determine message based on code. Message apa? Message program yang kita dapat lah based on code yang kita masukkan. Okay. Then last example. Okay, example 3. Table 1 shows the rate that is used to calculate the delivery cost based on distance, code and weight. Okay. So for distance code 1, weight under 5 kilograms 10 ringgit, 5 kilograms or more 16.5 ringgit, 16 and a half RM, 16 and 50 cent lah. Okay, and then distance code 2, weight under 5 kilogram 32 ringgit, and 5 kilograms or more delivery cost is RM 47.95 cent. Okay, so and this problem we have many choices to be made. Okay, so what is our input? Okay, weight and code. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab soalan ni dia nak kira value, dia nak kira cost, delivery cost based on weight, and then dengan distance code dia lah. Okay, so kita punya input mesti 2. Okay, weight and code. Okay, and then the output, okay, how much the cost for the postage or message wrong distance code. Okay, maksudnya kalau selain daripada 1 dan 2, dia akan return wrong distance code. Okay, so kita punya program cuma boleh terima code 1 and code 2, baru dia kira dia punya cost lah. Okay, and then nak kira cost delivery tu kena tahu nilai weight dia pula. Okay, based on the weight. Okay, so process determine message and calculate cost based on code and weight. Itu saja. Okay, kita nak determine cost dia based on weight and distance code. Okay, so that's all for multiple selection. Okay, so habislah untuk control structure of multiple selection. Okay, so untuk minggu ni kita dah habis untuk control selection punya ni lah, control structure for selection. Okay, untuk repetition, okay, next week. Okay, so awak boleh cuba buat go through balik example yang ada dalam note. Okay, and then boleh cuba soalan tutorial 3. Okay, kita akan discuss dalam kelas yang seterusnya lah. Okay, so terima kasih. Okay, sampai jumpa lagi untuk next class. Okay, thank you.